Hey guys, what's up? It is the Teeya Skipper here with another piercing care video. So, I got a question in the comments and I was like, I think it'd be best for me to do a video for this because I'm sure other people have probably thought this or asked somebody else, child. So I just want to make a video so this could be here for people in the future who may need it. Before we get into this, don't forget to check out my site, skippersweetcheeks.bigcartel.com. Thank you so much for you guys who've already purchased and supported my business. Greatly appreciate it. All right, y'all, now let's go ahead and get into this topic, baby, because this is a good question. This is a great question. So shout out to the person who asked me this question in the comments. I wrote down the things to know on my little index card. So let's get into it. So the question was, I just got done eating. The question was, can I get one dimple pierced at a time? Like go in and get this one. Who get that done, scheduled to get another one. Get the other one later on. Okay. First let me say this. You can do whatever you want to do. Okay? Just want to put that out there. You can be who you want to be in the army. Y'all remember that commercial? You can do whatever you want to do. Do you understand me? The question is, should I? And if you're asking me, should you get them pierced one at a time? This is my answer. My answer was no. I don't think you should. Now, again, this is my opinion from my experience, from what I've learned, from what I've gathered, child. Okay? You're going to do what you want to do anyway, but I have comprised a couple points as to why you should not. Okay? Number one, why put yourself through the same process twice? I, for one, having had these for 6 years, I would not put myself through the same process twice when I could do it at once. I wouldn't do it because the main attention that I needed to this one, like just do them both at the same time. I promise you. Number two, symmetry. I would get them done at the same time for symmetrical reasons. I want to make sure that they're lined up the right way. Now, I know you can say, well, if I go back and get them, if I get one and I go back and get the other one, it'll still be symmetrical because they'll have a place to gauge it. But there's so many factors into that why that may not be true. You feel what I'm saying? Like, what if that's a day you slept on your face and your face is a little bit swollen? Or on the outside, your piercing looks like it's healed, but it's technically still swollen on the inside. And so there's just so many things that could be in play to where you think if you go back, it'll still be symmetrical, but it really won't because there's different things or inflammation going on with your face. So for me, I would want to get them done at the same time to make sure that they're symmetrical. I need my face and my body to be in the same condition when I get my piercings done. You don't know what can happen, what's going to happen. You don't know if you have a break. It's just so many unknown factors that is needless to stress about if you could just go get them done at the same time, okay? So for symmetrical reasons, and I could go into even more reasons about them being symmetrical, but I'll just give you that. Like, there are so many conditions that's happening with your face, your skin, that you don't even know is happening right now and that you don't know may happen in the future. That's another reason why I wouldn't risk getting them separately. Another thing, the person who pierced it may not be available. Child, listen, people going to jail left and right. You understand me? The Saints is going to jail for all kind of tax evasion, PPP loans, like people not even making it out of relationships at this point, unfortunately. So don't want to sound too grim, but we need to talk about reality. The reality is you should just go and do the one and done poo-poo because you could try to go back and they're out of business and you can't find a piercer no more. This piercer could go from piercing to Pope, change their whole life around, say, you know what, I don't think this is for me no more. You don't want to, this is definitely what you don't want to do. You don't want to end up having to go find somebody else to do your dimple piercing because that's going to go back to number two about symmetrical about it being symmetrical. Because listen, just because when you look at my piercings, just because when you look at them, it looks like my piercings are just like sitting here, they were not pierced straight through like that. My dimple piercings are pierced on an angle. So you don't want the first person who did your dimple piercings, it's on an angle. And then now, because you can't find him no more, his baby mama got him caught up and sent to jail, child. Now you got somebody else trying to do your piercing, and he piercing it like this. And now that's your piercings. Now you doing TikTok dances on your face with your piercings because you got two different people who did them and try to go in a different ways. Don't do it to yourself. And this may sound funny. It's a joke, but it's not a joke. It's not a joke, Pooh, because it's real life. Okay? People are leaving this place literally, physically, and legally every day. Don't put yourself through that. Okay? And then this is the last thing. They're twins for a reason. That'll preach, won't it? They're twins. Have the babies at the same time. Just have the babies. Because let me tell you something. If you want to get them done one at a time to cheat the process, you really may be cheating yourself. If your reason for getting them one at a time is like, ooh, I want to make sure or I don't know if it's going to be too much pain, or look, if you think you coming up with a better way to invent the wheel on this, I wouldn't do it. Find something else to reinvent. Don't do it with your face. Okay? They're twins for a reason. And it's easier to care for them at the same time versus having an older sister and a younger brother. Okay? Dimple piercings go through so many phases, even when you've had them for a long period of time. Anybody who's had them for a long time will tell you that. Some days they good, sometimes they act up, child. Some days they flat. Sometimes if you don't take care, I haven't had any bumps since like, I want to say my first year. My first year of having them, that's when I had to figure out what was going on. Like, why was I getting bumps around it? Figured that out, changed it, ain't had it since. So I've been 5 years bump clean, okay? But that don't mean that they don't still have issues, because they do. And so you don't want to get a piercing that is already hard to manage, that is already a challenge to upkeep. You don't want to get that and then start all over in a process that is already challenging and that requires a lot of your attention, okay? Now, I don't want to discourage you and this is why I started with my point at the beginning. Number one, you can do whatever you want to do, Pooh. Absolutely. And if you decide to do that, I hope it works out for you. This isn't one of those videos where it's like, well, you ain't take my advice, so no. If you decide to get on one at a time, I hope that works out for you. I would never wish anything to go wrong with a piercing or a tattoo. But what I'm saying is, why go through something that you don't have to do? I will take risks. I will guess on certain things, but it won't be my face. You understand me? And don't let it be yours. Don't let it be yours, okay? So let me know if y'all thought about this too, because there are some people, and then you might have asked this question too, because there are some people who have one dimple pierced. But the people or a person who I saw who had one dimple pierced is because the other one went bad. It's because the other one fell out and it closed. And they can't get it pierced again because of scar tissue. So yeah, just come on. Gather your strength, gather your courage. Get them done at the same time. If you're not in a place to get them done at the same time, then wait. They're not going nowhere, and neither are your cheeks. Okay? You can do it. Be patient. Be patient and get them done the right way, so that when you get them done the right way, you can enjoy them for as long as you want to. Some people have horror stories, y'all. And the only memories that they have of the only thing they have to show for their dimple piercings are scars, okay? If you don't believe me, look it up on YouTube. Look it up, okay? I love y'all. As always, I do these videos because when I was getting my dimple piercings, child, was like, somebody help me. I need to see who got it, what you look like with it, what was the process. I want to know it all, okay? Let me know if y'all have any more questions, any comments to this video. Hit them down below. And again, don't forget to check out my site, y'all. I love y'all as always. And you already know, child, what? I'll see y'all the next time y'all see me, okay?